And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check. Fred, 61. Match box.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down now. It's ninth. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers is pulled in by Jamison Crowder. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now a give, right side. It's 9th, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
Let's go. Two times.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here
Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, they run with Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 21, Omaha.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
I know every retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
65, 65. White.
From the 41, Garoppolo. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one lines up no good.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Barely got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
He's coming. 21. Here we go. 65.
To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike, here we go. Wait, 80! Check nickel. 21. I got you.
Garoppolo now. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Check four.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Rodgers now to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a carry for White, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got step 12, fellas. Here we go. 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Hey, wahoo! You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better break. Mike 22. Mike 22. Go. Go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, Bill.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets will extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
21.
Now Garoppolo. Catch is made by Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On first down, Michelle. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Alpha.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Jump out. Plant. Check 53. Small. 26. Let's go.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This one caught by Crowder. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Hey, 88.
On first down, Rodgers. Open man is Robbie Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the 15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Well run here with Coleman out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
Here we go.
And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 27, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 180.
Number 53.
56.
Here we go. Here we go.
Cut.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go.
Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's got White here. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Avery Williamson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go one more.
Rodgers throwing here. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And a cutback right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Set to kickoff.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
12-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They are. And his former teammate. Tough night, George. Everybody's got to play through it. The league decided to take the pressure off in Los Angeles. I think that was a good idea. Yeah, George, it's emotional for a lot of people here tonight, including Larry Nance Jr. He was Kobe Bryant's teammate when he first broke into the league with the Lakers.
Carl Lane throws up to Jeff Paul. Porzingis wins the tip for the Mavericks. And in tribute, as many teams did yesterday, to Kobe Bryant, Dallas will take a 24-second violation as an 8-second backcourt violation. Also, of course, a tribute to Kobe as well. Rather than a 24-second shot clock violation, it was an 8-second backcourt violation. And now the Thunder will be the team to take the 24-second shot clock violation. Incredible moment and move by Billy Donovan.
Now with great emotion tonight, as you can see, he's wearing Kobe Bryant's jersey.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. They'll run on first down. Vincent, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Benson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get in that holes. 53 to Mike. Go. Check 53. Watch up. Hurry.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. It's complete to Grant. He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Jakeem Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run, because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 3 yards on. Pick up there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
76.
Throwing on third. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Mike 53. Hey, get away with it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
53, Mike. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's big soft. Back.
From the gun, here's McNair. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's out to his running back, Michelle. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A give. Eckler running to the right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Third and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm scared.
To throw again. McNair rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair, he's going to fire one deep left sideline, and he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And his throw here's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Throw it behind him. Gone. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 87 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. Incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Goff now looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. you coming up at the half. We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Anthony Lynn went for it, but did not get it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun, McNair. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check back. 53 to Mike. Check 53. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. McNair. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now McNair. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, McNair. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football. Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they? Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. Here's McNair. It's caught. Lockett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them. I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McNair, he gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 89 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And this one is right down Broadway. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Play action. It's McNair. Out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Go,
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their lock.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. No. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
No.
Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, it's Benson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McNair to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. McNair flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And some space here. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going on the ground with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way.
And got his man complete. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We got this. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Motion, motion, motion.
They'll run here with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Dancing to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Being bad. You remember that? But will I get as much as I got last year?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Yeah,
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
I about to say, don't submit it if it's under 1,000 range.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hedger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Back now in Los Angeles. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
All right, Mom.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here is Eckler. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's Eckler again, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
20. That's super. That's got to be a
On first down, it's gone. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
On first down, it's McNair. Now the
Can't turn my fucking
goes
camera
down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Roquan Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now McNair. He's going to rifle one deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming. Go, Mike 51. Let's go. Hey, it's coming up.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he's got Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check. Check number 7. Go. Motion. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, McNair. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down. From the gun, here's McNair. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on third. Goff to Michelle on the screen. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Goff. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for L.A., they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Off the toss, Cohen. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes Grant on the return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym. Preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
I seen your safety come up.
78 yards.
I thought I was talking to you the whole time, but my damn mic was on mute.
Quickly for 6.
But yeah, I was like, touchdown. I thought it out before I even picked the play. I said, so when I seen your safety come up, I said, let me go ahead and streak him. So he was doing a slant route. Then I seen your safety come up. He tried to baseline. Some shit he tried to do. He went back. So like, oh yeah, touchdown. I was over here telling you good play, good tackle, good throw.
At the
couldn't
line,
hear me at
for
all.
their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
How my nigga fall between
4
the
yards to
damn
pick up, 1st down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
18.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for that's caught at the 25.
I know where your
And he's
first
gonna
read
have this down
was
deep into Oakland territory. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one.
I ain't never seen that damn pump fake work at all on this Madden. Well, just then I seen it.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Right.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State.
Like I said, bro, I thought he did. Like, I ain't think I was going to grab it right then. Oh, look, that's a dang, he got that. That kept pressing triangle.
Still
So,
nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say?
I mean, all my linebackers fast, but I don't think he would have got it
You've
either.
had that in your back pocket.
Damn, I jumped right into Matt.
I should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Backing niggas up.
From the 41, Carr. And a little floater there is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith.
I should have run the ball, but I thought I was running. My dumb ass picked the damn
It's always
pass.
tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Delay.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, I thought he caught that shit.
Even without a ton of pressure,
Welcome to the live stream.
just shows how
I thought he caught that shit for real though.
Defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers.
I still got this live stream
the
going.
eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
You should never try to grab that.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
Yeah, let it bounce in the
It'll
end
be
zone
1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
You ain't gonna lie, I ran committed then.
They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they hurt their team,
I ain't mean to, but I tried it.
Something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man,
that's some bullshit.
And he's going to be brought down on what
the wideout picked me. I ain't never seen that shit in this match.
14-0 the score.
That nigga picked me. Like, oh, nigga, that's a flag. I'm looking like, damn, that's a whole flag right there. 30 inches. Power.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down.
I ain't giving you that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I thought you was gonna fucking run out the middle.
And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga is ass.
And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Yeah. What is it? They gave you a freight train?
The Raider offense
yeah, they always give people
started.
that.
And thus far, the weather
With him, they always give that man
freight
freight train.
They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Flushed out right.
Nope.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Guess I couldn't get that play.
7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape
and it's
now
like,
for 3rd.
For some reason, I won a Super Bowl with the Bears in another league. But I came in the league like unexpected win it. So I was like, fuck it, this team 8-8. No, I think they was 6-4. 6-4, or 4-6. Yeah, 4-6. So I started winning after that. Then I went to the Super Bowl. I played this nigga that, who he had? Lamar Jackson on the Chiefs. No, was it the Chiefs? But I don't know. He had Lamar Jackson on one of the teams. Kept running with him. So, bro, you gonna give me this ball? And the nigga played against one of the YouTubers. He played against one of the YouTubers, thought he was
Kick
good.
this one away, and off it goes.
Said, boy, your ass. Just because you beat a YouTuber don't mean you gonna beat me.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I couldn't stop.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Switch from PlayStation to Xbox for a couple
time,
years,
especially in the second quarter. But you're
because my uncle ended up like getting the Xbox, so we had to convert because we did a lot of Madden tournaments, and I had to learn how to play on that. Next thing you know, I moved down to North Carolina with my mom. Fuck that, straight.
You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game.
I'm in Greenville.
The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating. I got
a friend that's there.
Loss of a yard there to start out.
She
that
used to
leads
go with my
to a
brother,
second and
my brother
11.
and shit. I call her my friend.
Trubisky gives
she
to
like a
Cohen.
sister. How the fuck? How the hell? Where my cornerback
18
go?
yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Damn, was he there?
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running
he
game
was in the
helping
picture
out,
or
picking
something.
up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Did I end up get rid of Conley? Did Matt accept the trade?
From the
That's all I wanna
39
know.
now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
So I'm gonna build that what's his damn quarterback he just gave me, Rosen. I'm gonna build him.
First down, a run
Oh, you
with
said
Cohen.
that.
And an alley to run.
He could have scored out that.
10
Oh, you said
yards
that.
on
Oh, you
the
said
pickup
good luck
there. It'll
for.
be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, I can build him. The only thing I do jet sweeps with him. Just let him do jet sweeps. Let Derek Carr do all the rest of the work. So let him go at least 3 for 3 for doing jet sweeps or 4 for 4 or screen passes.
They
and shit
still
like
need
that.
about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
We got 3. We got 3.
This should be a first down.
Now Cohen.
Yeah, that's
And he'll be
first.
brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
My damn neck
Exactly
and
what
shit.
they
That shit
needed
hurt
right
my
there.
head.
Because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Wow.
Open man is Trey Burton.
They didn't even let me.
Just a
They didn't even
yard
let
or
me
two
fucking
shy of the
switch.
30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I know, like,
On 1st and 10,
I know
it's
that it
Trubisky.
most likely occurs
Nowhere to escape, and he
when it more
goes
likely
down.
occurs when people fucking what is it, like, lob the ball. That shit be having me rolling, bro. I'm like, where pick? Nope, never mind.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
I ain't really think you were going to throw it in front of
On
me.
that one, it leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
That man, I ain't gonna lie, when I was over there messing with the plays and shit, I said, watch this. I think he gonna motion, bro, all the way across. So then I said, shit, let me see if I can cross, man. If I cross, man, see if it works. That shit, it didn't work, but you can say it worked, cause like I was dropping in coverage.
Carr now on first down. He's gonna fire one deep left sideline. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Nah, it's like a, what can I call it? It's like it almost like a corner route. So he just come out of he come out the line and fucking just keep going. And he'll beat any coverage.
Carr will try it again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right
he didn't stay in bounds?
Not in the field of play.
Stupid
they say
ass.
It's incomplete. The throw led him a little
See,
too far.
that's how I hit about the game. Like, bro,
down.
he's wide open. I ain't gonna lie, I threw the ball late. I wasn't looking at him. I was looking across the field.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, check, 59, 50.
Hey, orbit. Express.
Now Carr. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I seen all them motherfuckers come down. You probably did cover 6. Don't run cover 6.
85 yards.
Cover 6. It's like cover 6, cover 4 palms, cover 9. All of them defenses are broken. Unless it's like when you pick a play like that, you gotta make sure you readjust that deep blues. I had learned that the hard way. Because one day I did it. They cover it shallow. I said, ain't no way this damn game that broken. I learned that against one of the players when I had they had Tyreek Hill. They were like, he was telling me, he said, just cover up top. I said, bro, that shit ain't working. So I tried some new shit, and that shit actually worked.
Ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute
to go in the half. The first half
cover
over top after I readjust my deep blue.
I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at
they damn sure almost let you score off that.
Strategy to play better in the second, but there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
This is Cohen. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch tight end. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I ain't know that was
Raiders
going to use like, what the hell type of play is this?
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Hey. It will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds.
I got everything on SWAT.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit, like, before they patched that shit was so fucking broken.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
I was mad as hell, because, like, it's plays I could have, like, won, like, big,
Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And his guys
I was going to R1, but I said, fuck it, I'm already on the run. And bro just like, bro running, he's screaming at me, so I like, fuck it, just throw it up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off
off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard
it's fucking
line.
legit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead.
Because
Now
it
they have a chance to add on to it.
It confused when I put that safety down.
Offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
He did give me those. I didn't know that.
We've had guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
So I do got Rosen, but I got Trevor Knight,
see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
80, yeah, 87, 88, some shit like that.
One play has him up past the 40 already.
I did have him on
Another
the
first
edge,
and
but
10.
I had to take him off.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back.
I need to start saying who the fuck I got on my team, but right then they just
3
screamed at
yards
me.
in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oh yeah, man to man.
Alert, alert, alert. Bud, be ready, be ready.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Yeah, man. You see? Look, I clicked on him. Look, I had clicked on. I said, bro, I hope he don't good with it. As soon as I clicked on, I said, oh, hell yeah.
On 3 consecutive plays now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Williams.
Yeah, Rosen coming in.
Not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he is in.
I didn't do that. You see how he stutter step right there? He did it himself.
This is now for Derek Carr.
I was just holding.
His guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get
I ain't gonna lie, the first thing you're supposed to do, take away that short. Just don't bite on it like you just did right then. When he moved his hips, you move right with him.
This one continues to go.
I said, damn, I didn't even do that. He did it by himself.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Trust me, I ain't had one of these in a minute.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
When we had the other league running, bro, his damn team was suited up. I had his team powered up.
I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology
I was
they
so
use.
fucking
Just
mad.
something to get you off to a quick start.
All them damn trees and picks I had right there. That shit fucked me up.
Trubisky, it's caught.
Nice pick. That's Anthony Miller. You said a white boy. Oh, my white boy got some speed on it. I think he had 90, 91, 92 speed.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20.
That's why he had, no, I think that one. I think he got 95 speed, some shit like that.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down.
Wow.
Another big game that time. This
What
one goes for
was
19
that?
yards.
I just knew I had that shit. They didn't give it to me. Good pass.
Because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback.
Damn, I just knew I had it.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right.
I said, damn, I broke right in front of it. Next thing I pressed triangle, that shit came right out. My nigga glitched way behind him.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. LaMarcus Joyner with the pick. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20.
He took it. He took it from him.
Into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Probably could have supposed to give me the one before that.
It's been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback.
You posted your stream?
No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
Bro, for some reason, so many people did that same play right there, but they had 2 streaks. Man, tell me why every time somebody did that shit and I like look like I'm blitzing, them motherfuckers still get that shit off. I said, ain't no fucking way for it.
You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Yeah. You right. I damn sure forgot about that.
It's Cohen trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I was on cover 3. Hey, but and then look, you was right. I did pin his dog 3. You could tell when somebody in cover 3 before they baseline though. Cause soon you see that one safety, you see one safety high. That's what get a play away.
Here's Trubisky.
Good fucking. What play was that?
A really nice
hold up, cause I gotta get him from. Hold up, I gotta get him from out there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking
I really got like that's the only reason why I got a left end there is because I keep him there for containment when somebody runs. I be forgetting about I forget about audible
here in this second half. 1st and 10.
It's pitch.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller.
Hello?
We're playing 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Right.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be struggling with that shit. I'm gonna see if you're gonna read this.
Say, 18. Motion. Reset.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Yeah, they...
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go, D. Hey, 18.
I probably should have moved my damn safety back some more. But it's all right.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am impressed by what I've seen from this team.
From the 29, Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, echo.
True.
Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there.
I was gonna hit the out route.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
Clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up.
That's what friends are for.
Hey,
as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
Dude, the NBA logo look just like the one they trying to get
Cody. The fantasy points here.
Hello?
Because this ball game is over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah. That's why I just got to my phone. 929-455.
There hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page.
I like the one with him with a jump shot, though.
When you draw plays
I don't like the one when he
They haven't been on the same surface.
It's like, you know how he always do his little fadeaway?
Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Can he score?
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
We're going to find out.
He'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 24. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Now Trubisky to throw. And, my goodness, another
I was going to the tight end. I said, fuck it. He's going to throw it short.
The 16, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
you might well go ahead and trade some players.
All game long on defense, they were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Speed kills.
This one fielded at the 5.
I mean, you can't.
Before he's brought down.
Shit,
the 23-yard line.
Send me some players.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football.
You just need to add some plays to your arsenal that fit your players.
Help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get settled
I gave
down
Matt my playbook.
And give their defense a little bit of a chance
Matt been cooking with this the playbook I gave him. Oh my God.
Trubisky, and that gonna be incomplete.
Cause like when I first scored, you remember when I first scored and I threw that C route, it opens every time. People don't know how to stop it, so I run like a double C route on both sides. Cause you gonna pick and choose which one you want to go to, and whatever one you go to, I throw the opposite.
But correct, no pick, just incomplete that time.
I done sold this playbook for so many people.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky, he's gonna dump that off to his running back Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's
that's why I be live streaming for most of the ones that got my playbook can see the plays I run.
Enough to move the chains.
Wait a minute. He holding him. Okay. Out route.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky.
That man had everybody going deep. I was looking cool as hell. I said, which one of these niggas about to cut? Okay. See then, when I run certain plays,
and that makes it 2nd and 9.
Hello.
On the draw, this is Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield, and he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
You were smart as hell to run the ball right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now
in
Raider territory.
I'm talking on the phone.
Welcome
to the live stream. I mean, I say I'm talking on the phone. I'm talking to the game.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Oh, I cut him short.
Under pressure here, and down he goes.
I had to cut you short right then.
Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you had circle on the street, that would have been a touchdown.
On what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State.
Come on, keep going.
Terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Is the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
He better figure whatever the reason is.
Oh, he picked it. A good fucking defense. I just know I had the ball. I said, oh, shit.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run past.
See, that's the thing about it is like when you run RPOs, you run it when I do zone. That's your first time running RPO when I did, man.
19 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Especially man blitz at that.
They'll run on first
same
down.
shit. That shit got me the first time we played. That shit, like, God damn. I think when I ever seen that play and you did that shit on me, I was looking cool as hell. I said, bro, I need to get that in my arsenal. But I forgot that's called jet sweep fake or jet fake sweep.
From the 31, Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception.
That's how I hate about him. He got a weak ass on
Mississippi State. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I call this.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
That's what I do against.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later.
Oh, I'm about to say. That's that cover 3 play right there.
And for them, this train, it just keeps.
That's the best cover 3 play you can run in this game.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway.
Once you streak one of the players, that damn safety don't know which one to play.
Full confidence going.
He gonna either pick up the one that's in the deep middle, or he gonna pick up the other.
Lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming.
So it's like always. It's like if you know somebody running cover 3, always have at least like 4 or 5 vertical routes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, all them vertical routes and one person doing a slant or some shit. This shit throw them off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final?
Say that man wide the fuck over.
For a lot of coaches,
I ain't gonna lie, I was playing somebody earlier. Bro. This nigga whole right side was open. And he threw it right to the other player and threw a pick. I said, damn. I know I ain't that blind, but shit. Like, I moved my safety weight over to the left and made him cross him.
You may meet up with this team again.
God damn it.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He had to come in.
In there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I was about to say Yogi Ferrell. I forgot he played in the NBA.
One last shot for Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S.
Heathrow.
Well, for the Bears, the loss